Alright, it looks like we have a new era coming up pretty soon, which, I mean, yeah, I guess so, because we just got Stormtrooper Commander, and he was the last one of the last, era. And this one is called Myths and Legends, so this is going to be actually a kind of cool era, because, you know, I saw the little preview. Let's just go back real quick, and look, they got cool options here. Darth Jar Jar? Like, this is becoming a real thing now. Darth Jar Jar was always just like a meme, kinda. Like, we just assumed he was a thing, but we never had anything confirmed by George Lucas or anything. And now, like, this is gonna make him kinda real. Yeah, sure, he might not still be canon, but you know what? He'll exist now for real. And then we're gonna have Jackson. I don't know who that is, but that's kind of cool. We're gonna have another Stormtrooper. Don't really care about that, but you know, then we have a dark side vision Yoda, so that's basically the opposite of dark side Jar Jar, you know what I mean? Like, because traditionally Jar Jar and Yoda are light side, these are dark side. Then we got a Star Killer Luke, though. Like, just a lot of cool things. So anyway, it's just going in order. First would be this Mara Jade Skywalker light side, which as a light side character, she's a lot prettier than the dark side version we have. Not to say she's ugly as dark side, it's just, I don't know, I guess the light side gives you a better glow about yourself or whatever. Anyhow, she's going to be an attacker, a Jedi, and New Republic. New Republic, that's the new faction we recently had added, so it makes sense that they're adding more characters to it. Anyways, Mara Jade Skywalker's story is legendary. As a former Emperor's hand, she broke free from Palpatine's control, carved out her own path in the New Republic, and became a Jedi on her own terms. Is that how it worked? I didn't know which way she went. I thought, like everything, she was light side and then turned to dark. So she was dark and turned to light. That's pretty good. That doesn't usually happen. And she's a Jedi. Usually if they just go, like, unaligned. Like Maul. He was Darth Maul, now he's just Maul. You know, not Jedi or Sith. But she's a straight-up Jedi. Mara Jade's kit reflects a high damage attacker. That's good. I mean, that should be the whole point. Anyways, an attacker should be high damage. I just hope she's not a glass cannon like Han, though. Han hits very hard, but has no defense and health. He's extremely easy to kill. But anyways, who fights smarter as the battle progresses? I don't think she fights smarter at all. It has to do with the player. It's either the player making the right moves, or it's just the computer, which the computer's absolutely brain dead and always does the wrong move. So, not really sure what you're talking about with fight smarter. She counteracts when hit, applies debuffs to stagger enemies, sets up mass assist, and reaches her full potential when paired with Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. She amplifies the power of his granted ability, Heroes Arise, lifting a Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker-led squad that can stand on its own. That's kind of funny. So she's a lifter for just like a normal character. Normally lifters are for GLs, you know, it's kind of silly. I mean, I guess that's a good idea, though. Put a lifter for a regular character so you can make a regular character more prominent, more relevant. I mean, you know, I always say GLs are supposed to be OP already, so for them to have a lifter is kind of silly, so maybe this is a good move. Anyways, basic ability, 2 halves. Man, you know, it's nice that they have a gift, but I hate that I have to, like, click into it. This was how it was in the last one as well. That's kind of boring. Why is this called 2 halves? It's literally just jump, swipe, and damage. It's just a regular basic attack. But okay. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy and gain protection up 30% for 1 turn. This attack deals 50% more damage if Mara Jade Skywalker has a riposte. Oh, that's something that first started with Count Dooku. If Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is an ally in the leader slot during Mara Jade's turn, he assists, dealing 50% more damage and gains 25% turn meter. Design notes. Mara Jade Skywalker and Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker are at their best when they fight together. We wanted to design Mara to work in tandem with Jedi Knight Luke. The idea was for her basic ability to hit hard while speeding up Luke in a double attack. Another part of this ability is riposte. If you set this up right, Mara's basic ability can cut through an enemy's protection when armed with riposte, gained from her special 2, making her counterattacks much more dangerous, especially when allies pull her into extra attacks. Inspiration. Mara and Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker were always the center of this ability. In Visions of the Future, Mara Jade tells Luke that they're 2 halves of a single being. This ability was meant to encapsulate how well they work together, especially how they defeated Joris Kabath, watching each other's backs and attacking as one force. I mean, that's kind of like how it always goes, though, with a Jedi Master and his apprentice, typically. I mean, Anakin was a little more reckless when it came to Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan was like that with Qui-Gon. Like, that's just kind of how it's supposed to go. Like, they're making it sound like this is something special, but it's kind of not. Special 1. I always play fair. Doubt it. Let's see what this is all about. Wind up in a triple swing. Wind up 1, 2, 3. Yep, triple swing. Alright, let's see what we got going on here then. Final text. Deal physical damage and inflict defense down on all enemies for 2 turns. If enemies already had defense down, stagger them for 2 turns instead. All allies gain offense up for 2 turns. Mara Jade Skywalker gains riposte for 2 turns. Okay, so she gains that in every move, apparently. If Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, deal an additional instance of true damage to stunned enemies, and if at least one enemy is stunned, reduce Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker's cooldown of repulse by 2. Okay, it's not bad. Repulse is a solid enough move. I don't know what the cooldown is off the top of my head, though, but reducing it by 2 can't hurt, you know? Design notes. For some reason, notes isn't bold. Design notes! With this ability, Mara Jade shreds defenses and weakens the enemy team, giving allies a stronger offensive window. Use Jedi Knight Luke's shared granted ability, Heroes Arise, to reset Mara's cooldowns and double down on this ability, so that enemies already debuffed with defense down are staggered. Pair this with a mass stun from any ally, and Mara's offense builds. I mean, it sounds like Luke kind of does too, though. Inspiration. We wanted this ability to feel like a callback to Mara's past as one of the Empire's most lethal weapons. Always 10 steps ahead of her targets. It also reflects how she fights alongside the Jedi Order and her strength when surrounded by allies. Essentially, she plays exactly as fair as her opponents, leveling the battlefield on her terms. Plays as fair as her opponents. That means her opponents are always unfair, so she's unfair? Synergies. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, leader. Mara Jade Skywalker deals an additional instance of true damage on stunned enemies and reduces the cooldown on repulse. This rewards squads that can land stun before Mara Jade takes her turn. What did that say? Rewards squads that can land stun before she takes her turn. Okay. Fact and clarity. Does the true damage bonus to stunned enemies require Jedi Knight Luke to specifically apply the stun? 2. No. Any stun from any source qualifies as long as Jedi Knight Luke is in the leader slot. Mara Jade deals true damage. Okay. Wait, what was the question? Does the true damage bonus to stunners require him to... Oh. Alright, Special 2. The last command. This one looks a little more aggressive. Let's see. Spin move. Boom. Hey, I've seen that spin move before. Who does that? That looked familiar. Who does this? Somebody already does that. I feel like they just recycled the animation and then just put the skin of Mara Jade over it. But I can't think of who that is. Well, anyways, final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy. This ability inflicts deals 20% more damage, stacking max 200% for each out-of-turn attack performed by non-Old Republic Jedi ally at the until the end of battle. If target enemy has defense down, all other allies with Jedi's will assist. Jedi's will? Is that an ability that she grants, or is that something Luke does? I don't recall that. Anyhow, if Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, deal an additional instance of damage which can't be evaded. The first time Mara Jade Skywalker uses this ability in the encounter while Jedi Knight Luke has Jedi's will, he gains 100% turn meter and she takes a bonus turn. So basically they both get a bonus turn, she gets a bonus turn, and then he has full turn meter, so that means he's going right after. It also says that he deals an additional instance of damage, or at least she does, if he's in the leader slot. So that's like 4 turns in a row. Her base turn, the additional damage turn, her bonus turn, and his 100% turn meter. So you get 4 turns in a row off of this. That's cool. What's it called? Last Command? Maybe that's a fitting title. Design notes. No capitals now. Bolds now. A master in the new Jedi Order, Mara Jade's damage builds from Jedi acting together. The more non-Old Republic Jedi allies attack out of turn, the more dangerous this ability becomes. The defense down requirement ties back to her first special and gives the team a clear setup pattern. If Jedi Knight Luke is leading and has Jedi's will, this becomes the key back and forth moment for the kit, with Luke and Mara Jade moving in lockstep as a combined force. Inspiration. The title of the ability refers to Emperor Palpatine's final command to Mara Jade: kill Luke Skywalker. This directive haunted her for years after Emperor's death, a dark Force vision she couldn't silence. In the Star Wars universe, Mara Jade is forced to confront this order directly when she faces Luke, for some reason 2 U's, a dark clone of Luke. Oh, okay, maybe it's supposed to be 2 U's. and ultimately destroys him instead, breaking the Emperor's hold on her forever. We wanted to represent this show of strength with the stacking damage and Luke's pivotal role in her growth, with that second instance of damage. Unique 1, a galactic union. What was this talking about? A wedding? Their marriage? How she became Skywalker? Final text. Mara Jade Skywalker has plus 30% critical chance and critical damage. And whenever she attacks on a turn, she gains bonus protection up 50% for 2 turns. Whenever a Jedi ally with resilient defense uses their basic ability, Mara Jade assists. Resilient defense. Isn't that like Mace Windu? I mean, who else has that? Isn't that just him? At the end of each character's turn in which Mara Jade is not damaged, she gains 5% offense, stacking max 25% and 5% turn meter. Whenever an ally uses Heroes Arise, reset Mara Jade's cooldowns. At the start of battle, if Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, Mara Jade Skywalker gains Jedi's will until the end of battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and they both gain instant defeat immunity. There you go. Which can't be dispelled until the end of battle or until Mara Jade Skywalker is defeated. I mean, if she has defeat immunity, though, how are you supposed to defeat her? Additionally, whenever she critically hits a vulnerable enemy, she inflicts healing immunity on the enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. There you go. Healing immunity. While in Grand Arenas, there are no Galactic Legends, so she has an Omicron. At the start of battle, Mara Jade Skywalker gains 25% max health, and the enemy leader loses 100% protection and 50% max protection. Whenever an enemy is defeated, Mara Jade gains 100% defense penetration for 2 turns, doubled if the enemy was any Luke Skywalker. Whenever an enemy is defeated, doubled if the enemy was any Luke? What? So she has extreme synergies with Jedi Knight Luke, but at the same time, if she kills a Luke, she gets a boost from that? It's kind of weird. If Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, Mara Jade is immune to fear and stun and ignores taunt. I think Jedi Knight has that same stuff in his kit, right? He's immune to fear and stuff. Additionally, at the start of each encounter, non-Old Republic Jedi allies gain speed up for 1 turn, and non-tanks stealth for 2 turns. Whenever a non-Old Republic Jedi ally is dazed, they dispel it and gain 15% turn meter. The first time Jedi Knight Luke takes a turn, Mara Jade gains a bonus turn. That's only the first time though, so I mean that's kind of cool, but at the same time, eh. Whenever an ally uses Heroes Arise, Mara Jade gains 100% turn meter. Okay, I don't really know how often you'd be using Heroes Arise, but 100% turn meter, that's cool. Design notes. Mara Jade doesn't wait around. She gains critical chance and critical damage to make every hit count, and shields herself when she's pulled into counterattacks or assists. We designed her to get stronger the longer enemies ignore her. True to character, she's deadlier if not damaged and left in the shadows. Under a Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker lead, when an ally uses Heroes Arise, it's a powerful cooldown reset for Mara, getting her back into the fight. We designed this to increase the payoff from the granted ability, so she can fight at her best with Luke by her side. Payoff from the yeah. In Grand Arenas, her Omicron turns the pressure up from the start. Mara Jade's unique disables an enemy leader's protection before the fight begins. Mara Jade is immune to daze and fear when Jedi Knight Luke is by her side, showcasing her journey as a light side reflection of her dark side persona. Inspiration. We wanted this ability to show the best of Mara as a Jedi Knight. It reflects her growth arc, where she empowers her allies and stealths them at the start of battle. We wanted this ability to also nod to Luke, so that anytime Mara Jade or her allies defeat any enemy version of Luke Skywalker, she benefits greatly. So, okay, I made fun of that and said it was kind of silly, but is that what the logic is supposed to be? It's like she's defeating bad representations of her man, so that's why she gets strong. A galactic union references the marriage of Mara Jade and Luke Skywalker. Yep, that's exactly what I said. I made the joke. Is that about them getting married? Is that her becoming a Skywalker? One of the most celebrated moments in Legends continuity. Their union was proof that it was possible for the two worlds to converge. The Imperial shadow Mara Jade escaped, and the hopeful New Republic and Jedi Order Luke was building. An ex-Emperor's hand and a Jedi Knight, together ever and always. Synergies. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, leader. Mara Jade Skywalker gains a permanent Jedi's Will buff. Shared instant defeat immunity effects all require him in the leader slot. What? Mace Windu. Paired with resilient defense in their recommended squad, his basics call Mara Jade to assist, creating additional out-turn attacks that fuel the last command's stacking damage. And that's exactly what I said. I said, what, is that just Mace? He's the only one? Yup. Now they're admitting it. And that's it. Huh. That's weird. So she only had, what, one unique? I mean, it's a very solid unique, though. With a decent Omicron, I don't know, I felt like there'd be more. Just 4 moves total. Anyways, what are the comments saying? This is peak Star Wars. Finally, my other ginger goddess. Tenelka next. Exciting. The goat is here. Carthrick kept me busy. That's why this was late. Sorry, folks. I don't think you're actually a CG employee. Called it. With any luck, Mara Jade Skywalker together with Jedi Knight Luke will have the power to fix the in guild names. Revan with 2 sabers next. Shame, shame. Why? Oh, talking to somebody. Kadar or whatever. Totally love it. Can't wait. Nice move, CG. Alright, well, the comments are pumped. It's kind of goofy, though, because you're just pumped about the character because you like the characters. What if she sucks? I don't think she will suck. She seems to be extremely good with Jedi Knight Luke. And Jedi Knight Luke is a very solid leader, so I don't see why she'd suck. But you never know. They're getting all pumped just because they like the character, but it's like, alright, calm down for now. Anyways, yeah, character number 1 of this new era of Mythics and Legends and all that, Mara Jade Skywalker. So, yeah, thanks for checking this one out with me, and until next time, I said see ya.